Lisa from Sounds of NorCal, and I am here with Doug Cower of Cower Guitars and Paul Rhoney of Paul Rhoney Guitars at NAMM 2015. So we were just chatting a little bit before we started recording, and they were telling me about the very long hours in the shop.
Yeah, lots and lots and lots of hours. I think I had, 4 days off in the last 3 months. My mom came over, she watches my kid, and she's like, why is your Christmas tree still up? I'm like, NAMM happens. I might take it down in March.
NAMM happens, I like that. So you pulled a couple of all-nighters too, huh, Paul?
Yeah, a couple of all-nighters at the shop, a couple of nights where I actually crashed on the floor at the shop for a couple of hours, and then woke up sleepy-eyed when Doug walked in the door in the morning.
My favorite thing is when I know Paul's spending the night is to show up early and turn all the lights on at one time, just as fast as I can.
That's awesome.
But I usually bring donuts, so it's okay.
Yeah, it works out. Makes it.
That's nice. So these guys are building beautiful guitars out in Elk Grove, and tell us a little bit about your latest two models.
So I have 2 new models this year, Arcturus, which is mostly all of these. We brought that out kind of soft release mid-year last year. We were going to unveil them in Berlin in November, but thanks to customs, we didn't get to actually do that, and they never showed up. So this is the official launch for that. It's our first bolt-on neck models, 25.5 scale, first 6-in-line headstock version of our Daylighter series. The Daylighter is the first model we ever made years ago, and it kind of started as a conversation about with the customer asking what a Cower Strat would be like, and I kind of was like, I don't want to do that, but apparently it warmed into my head and we did it, but I wanted to make it so it was still obviously a Cower, that it doesn't have to be a Strat. The pickup route is universal, so every pickup I could possibly think of fits. You get all-door Spanish cedar for the body, 3 bridge options, tele half bridge, Strat trim, or the Mastery vibrato, and then a bunch of pickup options, and I'm really, really happy with it. And they start about $2,500, and they're just starting to kind of ship out now. And then the new model that we officially launched today is the Banshee version 2. And due to a dispute with a recently filed trademark from a much larger corporation, we had to stop building them last year. We didn't have to. We chose to stop building them. And honestly, I'm really glad because I've wanted to redesign it for a long time, but I could never find a day where I could just say, that's it. This is old, this is new, and make all the improvements that I've been wanting to make from, honestly, my own feedback, from feedback of artists who tour with them. And so the new version I'm very happy with.
So kind of a blessing in disguise.
Very much so, yeah.
So I saw you had a customer in the booth playing one of your guitars. Tell me about that.
Well, I've had quite a few people come and play the booth, which is nice. I'm not the best player myself, so I make a good guitar, and when somebody comes and plays it and they really know what they're doing, that's really exciting for me. So it's kind of that affirmation that I did something right. So, yeah, it's pretty great.
That's really cool. So are you expanding your line? Are you expanding your line? Are you building one-offs? Or
actually, I'm kind of going in the other direction. I've been offering so many options. It's just been this huge array of things that people can order for so long that every guitar turned into a one-off. And so I'm actually kind of trying to go the other way around and narrow things down and kind of limit the options a little bit and even take a few models out of the lineup. Really just to make my life easier, to make sure that every product has, has everything that it can possibly have packed into it, and keep the consistency up and that sort of a thing. So
sort of the opposite philosophy of Doug here, who's like everything all the time.
Yeah, well, we're actually kind of on the same wavelength about it. Like, we offer 3 main series, and Paul's doing it mostly because I got tired of listening to him complain that every guitar was so custom. Yeah. I was like, please stop doing that so I don't have to listen to you complain.
Yeah. I'm kind of taking a page out of his book.
You guys spend a lot of time together.
We do. A lot.
Well, you had another couple really exciting trade shows this year. A few mishaps along the way.
Yeah, Berlin, the customs thing. Nothing got lost, nothing got broken, so I can't complain, but it would have been much nicer to fly to Germany and actually have something to show than not. We had a little bit of adapt and overcome issues with the booth when we got here Tuesday, but we fixed it. Not much you can't fix with a hammer and a sawzall. So.
It's always good to have those in your tool bag, right? All right, well, you guys need to check out Cower Guitars and Paul Rhoney Guitars. They're in Elk Grove, California, and we love them. Thanks for doing the interview. We really have a great time here at NAMM.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
It's good to see you.